All right, let me test the microphone quickly and see. The mic check. 1, 2. 1, 2, mic check. 1, 2, mic check. Then the microphone is in go shift. 1, 2, mic check. 1, 2, mic check. Then the microphone is in go shift. 1, 2, mic check. 1, 2, mic check. All right, I do have a show to get started here with the show for today. Bam. I'm going to do this.
Hi. Oh, yeah. Oh yeah.
Asa Pedro. Badi.
Oh yeah. Body. Come on. Oh. Aye. Hey. Hey. Everybody, come on and praise the Lord. Oh yeah. Let's dance. Hey. Get up on your feet. Oh, come and see, oh. How did I say? Come and see what he's done for me. Body. He took the burdens off my shoulder. Come and see, oh. How did I say? Vamos a muy puerto. Come and see, hey. Vamos a muy puerto. Come and see,
Yeah, Sang Bedru. Yeah, how you doing? Sang Bedru. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Voice of SINOE in the Diaspora with Dr. SARPO, the Esoteric. Good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you find yourself around the globe. We are happy again to be with you on the Voice of SINOE in the Diaspora to have a conversation with you as usual. All right, so as you join the show, please do me a big favor there. Just hit the share link for me. And also, I want you actually to follow VOSD or just put Madison Freeman on YouTube, MADISON FREEMAN on YouTube, and you can watch the show as well on your big screen TV right now. All right, so we are live as well right now on YouTube. Hey, William Thompson, welcome aboard. Watching you from my Pro Poconon, Freeport, Somalia Drive, Monrovia, Liberia. Leo, welcome aboard. I like this traditional and cultural importance. How you doing, Sagacious? Welcome aboard. Watching from Liberia, also Sagacious said that again. And watching, hello, big man. How are you, Mr. Panto? Welcome aboard. All right, we have a wonderful show coming your way. So again, please share. Don't hesitate. It's not a big deal to share Voice of SINOE. The conduit through which you get informed. All right, so we say share. All right, so let me get to my agenda here. I want to do a rapid show, but a substantive show. And so we will get to business right now. Great to see you here, brother. What's up? Welcome aboard. You're going to know surely what's up. All right, so let's do quick preliminary here for you. Preliminary. And let me do this first. Okay, so just quick preliminary for you. The national president, my microphone here is just acting out. Let me see space there. The national president of the United Support Association in Americas, Her Excellency President Frances Clark Myers, inauguration is coming up. And so we want to keep reminding you to save that information. The leader of the people, she was elected last August in Florida based on the mandate of the people, the General Assembly. So she was elected as the president of the USAA. So the inauguration is coming out next year, 2022, March the 5th. March the 5th, 2022 will be the inaugural ball of President Frances Clark Myers, the national president of the United Support Association in the Americas. So we beseech you to save that date. If you have something planned, you have to cancel that now, because when the Cleopatra of the people takes the microphone, it's knowledge coming to you, or it's wisdom. I like wisdom better. She's a woman of wisdom. So the leader will be inaugurated on March the 5th, 2022. All right, so save the date. That information is very important. Let me see what Christopher say. Following you from my Humphrey Island community on the Japanese freeway in Monrovia. Okay, Christopher, welcome on board, young man. All right, so let's go to something else here on the platform. So that's the inauguration of the national president. Save the date. Dark Side put the Esoteric will also be on that inaugural team. You know, I'm the national secretary of the union. The gentleman beyond the president on the photo that you are looking at is Mr. William Mane. He's the national vice president, and he will also be inaugurated. The national treasurer, which is Acne Danazin, will be inaugurated. The Treasury Department, or if you like, the finance minister of the association, Mr. Ernest Farley, will also be inaugurated. And so, save the date again, March the 5th, 2022, is the inaugural ball. All right, let's get to something else here that I want to bring to you here. We want to share with you. So this one we call Her Royal Highness Queen Diana Carla Williams celebrates birth anniversary today. The national president, not national president, but the national queen of our union, Queen Diana Carla Williams, is celebrating your birthday today. That's the beautiful, gorgeous queen of our union right there. She is celebrating her 16th birthday today. She turned 16, in other words. And so we want to use the opportunity to say happy birthday. But before we go, we do a shout out from the office of the president, all members of the union. You know, we want to call the Quenga traditional music to do a selection for us before we do a shout out to the Quenga of our union.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Marie Nyenambo. I'm one of the Liberia Traditional Musical Award nominees. You guys vote for me out there. See you in Liberia. I know you will vote for me because I have my fan down there. Vote for me. See you.
Guys, we just want to do a quick selection there because today is the birth celebration of the Royal Highness, Her Royal Highness, the National Queen of the United SARPO Association in the Americas, Queen Diana Carla Williams, is celebrating her biological day today. So on behalf of the office of the National President of our union, Her Excellency President Francess Myers, on behalf of the chairman of the board of directors, Reverend Dr. Fallis Intali, we also, on behalf of Voice Society in the diaspora, the conduit through which the information gets to our people, we want to use this wonderful, auspicious day of yours to say happy birthday to you. You know, Queen Diana Carla Williams is one of those people out there who is a true humanitarian. She cares for her people. And so I want to give you a little background here, who she is when it comes to humanitarianism. Queen Diana Carla Williams, back in 2008 or 9, if I'm not in the margin of error, she thought it wise to come on board, to join the union fully. Before then, these ladies were sitting back, and so she thought that it is not right for my people in Sino County to be meandering in the desert of poverty, grappling with malnutrition, the children, and the like. And so I cannot sit on the sidelines. And so therefore, Queen Diana Carla Williams, she came, but then she wasn't the queen. But she thought to get on board. And so the first thing she thought to do was to contest the local chapter, which is the Red River Valley chapter, or if you like, the North Dakota chapter. She decided to be the queen. And so another beautiful young lady who also has a humanitarian mindset, I think was Ophelia Tuba. And so they went in the race in North Dakota. And through the potency of her purse, Queen Diana Carla Williams won that queen contest, well over I think $5,000 or $6,000. She won the queen contest. She did not sit there. She said, "You know what? This is insufficient. I still have to use my pulchritude, my beauty, to generate money for the organization. If it costs me to go in my personal bank account to put money in our account to help our people, I'm going to do so. I will make that sacrifice." And so 2018 convention in the state of Pennsylvania, Queen Diana Carla Williams also contested against the great lady, Royal Highness of the Delaware Valley chapter, Queen Ora Wlang, and others. Minnesota put on a Kennedy, but when she got to the convention, the Kennedy opted out, giving the financial potency of Queen Diana Carla Williams. And so Queen Ora Wlang and Queen Diana Carla, they locked horn in Pennsylvania, 2018. And during that convention, Queen Ora Wlang was massively relegated by Queen Diana Carla Williams, by them who was the queen of the Red River Valley chapter. And so she won that convention, the queen contest. All right, let me go on break, and then we'll get something for you to eat, okay? Quickly. All right, I'll have it for you, okay? And so, guys, sorry, the little one is here. And so, Queen Diana Carla Williams, she went in the race again with Queen Ora Wlang, and she won that competition with over $12,000, over 12,000 United States dollars. Okay, and so that's how great she is. I can go on and on. All right, so she won that convention or the competition. All right, guys. Sorry, I got the little ones here. So that's Queen Diana Carla Williams. She celebrating her birthday today. And so, Queen, we want to say congratulations. We appreciate the wonderful work you are doing for our people. Unfortunately, the money that you brought to our union, the man that we elected to serve the people, to use the money appropriately, well, he decided to put the money in his pocket, and right now the little that left in our account, now he has seized the money. and so that we cannot do something for our people. But I want to beseech you, I want to implore you, Her Royal Highness, do not give up. Do not give up on your people. Along the journey of life, you will have the waters, you will have the hills, you will have the mountains and stuff like that to facing you. And what we are going through right now, those are the challenges we are facing. Give me a second. All right, guys. Sorry, there's a little interruption. A little one's at home today. You know, there's an election going on, and so no school today, so they interrupt me a little bit. All right, so that's the Queen. So I want to call on you to not give up on your people. Do not give up. The struggles we are going through right now. Eventually, the storm of Green Corridor will abate, if not eliminated. You know, that storm will eventually go away. And then the real thing on the agenda for our organization will be implemented, which is to seek the interests of our people. All right. So I want to say, enjoy your B-Day. Wish you many more happy returns. Again, I want to call on you, do not give up on your people because of what's going on right now. You know, it's a hiccup. We have a hiccup in the system right now. You know, sometimes you get hiccup, you know, the body, the human body, sometimes we have some issues, you know. And so the hiccup we have right now, which is Green Corridor, and follow us eventually, we will get to that point of unity again where we focus on the plight of our people and not on somebody going to Liberia to dance, okay? Somebody who is focusing on building nests, quarters, and palava huts and those things, and turning his back on major human capacity building, human capital development. You know, those are the things we want to see in our union. But unfortunately, we have the wrong people in power. If you have the wrong man in power, the Bible is right. When the wicked are in power, the people what? They suffer. Well, when the good one is in power, the people rejoice. And so right now we have the wicked at the throne. Right now, so the people are lamenting, they are crying. And sooner rather than later, liberation, they see already President Francois Myers is in charge. And again, the storm, the hurricane of Green Corridor, we are doing everything to settle the right apparatus and to deal with that storm. All right, on the 23rd of this month, we are going to court. You know, we are not joking around here. Something must be done. We can't have people that Carla Williams, they're taking their personal money and generating money and the money going in one man's pocket. It's not right. These women, the women in our union, they are excellent people. They will do anything to grow our union or to do something meaningful for our people. But, you know, the ego of some of these guys is just overwhelming. You know, so they put their ego before the condition of our people. So Queen Diana Carla Williams, rest assured the women in the land, in our union, and all the men as well, do not give up. The Bible has a line in there, I think it's in the one of those books, Revelation or somewhere. It says that the race is not to the swift, but to him that endures to the end. And I will add not only to the end, but to the very, very end. We'll get there eventually. Don't give up. Happy birthday, Queen. All right, that's it. We have to give some minutes to our Queen here. She's a very great lady helping the union. All right, so now what I want us to do at this point, ladies and gentlemen, let me see what I was talking. Maybe they were doing a shout out to the Queen. So let's see what was going on. William Thompson, happy birthday to our beautiful Queen. Thank you. Roy Hanel said, thanks, Dr. I put it esoteric for your birthday wishes. Thank you. Thank you. You're a great lady. No what? No sound? Oh yeah, sorry. I think it was I put the stuff on mute a little bit when I was talking to the little one. Sorry. Okay. Thank you, Doc. You are welcome. That's the prince, by the way. Jobson Will Williams is the prince for the union. Is that a prince or the king? I think one of them. All right. Happy birthday to the real money making queen. Yes, that's a real money making queen right there. Nobody can beat your record so far. I mean, nobody has beaten your record so far. So we want to see who's going to beat Queen Diana KARLOR Williams' record. Let's see here. Okay, that's Mana Idepoa say happy birthday, Queen Diana. You see, the messages are coming. Like they are just avalanche of them. Happy blessing, a birthday to our queen. All right, that's it. So more messages coming in for the queen here, so you can see how powerful she is. Now let's get to something else that I want to talk about today. And so we give you the reminder already. Again, don't forget, save the date. March the 5th is the inauguration of the national president, President Francess Myers. All right, let's see what else I want to talk about a little bit. Let's do this one. They want to do a little reflection here. You are in Philadelphia on Saturday this weekend. So the 65th birth anniversary of Mother ZARZAR in review with gratitude. All right, so we're going to start with the portion of gratitude first. The members of the union and the community on Saturday was the 65th birth anniversary celebration of Mother ZARZAR. And that program was well attended. The community showed up. Let me see. Let me show you the celebrant herself. That's my mother there, gorgeous, beautiful lady. And so she just turned 65. A huge milestone. Most people don't get to reach that milestone. And so my mother celebrated her 65th birthday. And then she took off black. Her husband died last year. And so she, the African culture, and when somebody dies, the people wear black for in remembering of the person, to show that you are not happy, you are sad. So they wear black. And so she wore black for over a year. And so this good Saturday was the taking out black, and then in conjunction with our 65th birth anniversary. And so we want to say thank you so much to all those that came to support us. Specifically, I want to call some people's names here. So if I don't call your name, it's not on purpose, but I think there were people that are really, really that deserve my gratitude. I mean, all of you do, of course. But I want to start first with my brother. My brother here, Osiris, or Osiris, other people will say. But it's my brother, Osiris here, the guy with the tie, with the blue shirt and the guy with the tie, basically. Osiris is a wonderful gentleman. He and I hosted the program. He did great. The hall. Osiris practically paid for the hall. And other things he did. So I want to take this in a public manner, Osiris, to say thank you so much, so very much. Thank you. Yes, indeed, you are my brother. It takes certain people of this caliber to do such thing. And I can see it from the program and other things that you have been doing for my mother. It shows that you are my second brother. So I want to say thank you so much in the public manner. I can't thank you enough. Thank you, Osiris. All right. I also want to say big thanks to the president of our union, President Francess Myers. At the last meeting, she during my engagement program the other day, she made a public announcement that she has adopted me. My mother is no longer the mother; she is the mother of Dr. Ayapore now. And also, she came to my aid. I had a huge problem. The decoration we had somebody to do, and the person declined at last minute. And so I made a call, even though she had accident the other day, a motor car accident. The president was involved in an accident or something that we have not told the public, but nothing major happened to her. It's just about the ache and stuff of that nature. But she's a wonderful lady. I will call her. I say, Madam President, I know right now you are not well because of the accident, but I want you to mobilize your ladies, to come to the aid of DIASPORA, the esoteric, and our mother. Without hesitation, Madam Frances she made a phone call. As a great leader, when you make the call, the people start to come. So she made that call, and my sister, Teresa Putin, she came through with Minister Olivia Usaa and who else were in the hall there? The president herself, besides Ben Ayo. She said, you know what? I'm a leader. So the leader is the one that takes the front seat, to be at the front of the line. So she said, despite my condition, I will be at the front. So she left her house with my fiance, Audrey, with Teresa, wonderful young lady, great. If I have told her ahead of time, what you saw on Saturday, it would have been extraordinary, even though it was already great. It was excellent, So the president, Madam, the Minister Olivia, thank you so much for your intervention. Madam President, Teresa, Sis Diana Kai, and Sis Maid Toba. I mean, all of you that helped to make the program success. I want to say thank you so much. Thank you, and thank you. Those that came from out of state, my brother, family, ZARZAR, and others. All right, so we want to say thank you so much. So now let me show you some images from our program. All right, so again, this is to celebrate herself, my mother. And that's her and her friend. The lady next to her is a very, very decent woman. Yeah, my old mom there, she's very nice. During the death of my father, Mr. Yahweh, that lady was, everybody goes home, she stayed with Oma in the house. I mean, she's a very, very decent woman, So she's a great lady, and she was in the building as well. That's my mom again. She are the great. So we are just doing a weekend review right now, okay? The chair lady was in the building with the president, the national president. You can see that beautiful image over there. And they were all in the building to support our mother. Let me see our mothers here. The lady herself was giving a speech over there. Let's see what else. So another beautiful picture there. Our mothers, they were all in full attendance. The president of the CEO of Bless the Children Foundation, Manaide Poa, and our board member, Boto Jawi, they were in the building. A lot of people, my Auntie Nana, she came from Maryland to support us. Family Zaza also came from Virginia. He's a nice guy over there too. He is a computer engineer. So you have in a computer where somebody to contact. He knows computer are crazy. All right, so there's some crew guys that came to support. So some of the picture didn't come out right. Yeah, that's my mom over there when she was being ushered in the building. All right. See, Dr. You put it, I don't joke now, I can make it rain. Money is nothing. Yeah, our mothers they were elated. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, that's some picture, but let me look at a quick video. I mean, I'm not just a little bit so you can get a gist of if you missed the celebration to see what went on. Let me show you a quick video here. And we see. Let's show first the statement from the celebrant herself. All right, guys. So just a quick video over there, just to give you a gist of what went on Saturday. My mother's birth celebration over there. She appreciating her friends and those that went there to support her. And so you can see the whole video. All you have to do, go on my YouTube page. It's on Facebook, but go on my YouTube page, subscribe, and you see all the videos over there. I mean, nice, just click subscribe and just like our video. Follow us on YouTube. We want more people. Imagine all the members of the Delaware Valley chapter or the union as a whole. They go and subscribe to my channel. That'll be a lot of people, right? Even SINOE County, Ben, the voice of SINOE, the people that I give unembellished information, you can also go there and subscribe. And then Voice of SINOE, the channel will start to grow. It will we can monetize the station, and we'll be able to at least hire some people back home to make the program bigger and stuff of that nature. So subscribe. Go to, all you have to do, Madison Freeman. That's my name on YouTube. MADISON FREEMAN. You go there, you see all the bunch of videos there. Just hit subscribe and you'll see more. Now let me play one more video from here and then we'll go to something else. for that program, so you can see something else that I want to show you. One more video quickly. This one.
Let's see what's going on here. Hello. Yeah. I used to be your teacher before.
Can you join me, please? Rabbi Tolo and Rabbi Kamo, can you join me, please?
See me on the camera, so show me. You see me now, Aura? No, she said she see me.
That's it, man. We are happy tonight, sister.
All right, guys. So just a little highlight from again from the weekend. It was wonderful, fantastic. I want to say thanks to all those that came to support us. I want to say thank you so much for your support and everything you did. All right, let's get to something else that I want to talk about today. The major thing that I want to talk about, for which I'm having a show. Actually, two things. Two major things that I want to talk about here. That's my baby, okay? A great man. All right, so let's see here what I want to talk about. Two major things here. Let me do this one and I'll get to the major one. This one, I want to ask a question. All right. Is the United SARPO Association in Americas a religious organization or a secular humanitarian organization? All right, that's something I want to explore. Is the United SARPO Association in the Americas a religious organization or a secular humanitarian organization? Now, a lot of jargons, okay? So when we say religious, okay, when we say religious, in other words, is that something about church? Is that a church-related organization? Is that a Christian organization? Is that a Muslim organization? Is that a Hindu organization? Something religious, it has to do with, the subject of God. So we are asking, is the United SARPO Association a branch of a religious organization, or it is separate from a religious activity? It's secular. A secular means it's the opposite of religion. So when something is secular, it has no God in it. It has no religion in it. It's strictly human being controlled. We are the one that doing it. We are not appealing to any higher being. Okay. And from the organization, when I read the preamble, when I read the objectives of the organization, I understand it's a charitable organization, meaning it caters to those who are unfortunate, economically or otherwise. So it seeks the interests of the underprivileged. And that's my understanding of it. Humanitarian, in other words, when you say humanitarian, the world has humor from the beginning. So it takes care of human beings, you know. So, and that's my understanding of it. So sometimes we tend to miss religion and secular activity, which I think they are polar opposite. I mean, in a church, you don't drink liquor, for example, right? Because the Christian deity, for whatever reason, people don't drink liquor, right? Even though Jesus made water into wine. But they don't, if you say right now you want to have a party in the church, you want to carry liquor, they will say no liquor allowed. But we have a secular organization where we can carry liquor and do, our secular music. We play out certain songs you can play at the secular function. You can play the music in a religious function. You know, so the two things are radically different. And the reason I'm bringing this up, this is something that has bothered me. You see, our community, the people, we are evolving. The world as a whole has evolved. We used to do certain things before, we are not doing it anymore, okay? So these people, they brought the Bible to us. They said whatever our forefathers were doing before, they were wrong. And so if you were Muslim, the people came and brought, the Muslim came to Africa, not by peace, they forced our people into this religion. Our people did not willingly accept Islamism or Mohammedanism. The Christian, they came to, not with violence, but they came what they call passive violence. They brought the Bible and they say, you know what, for example, some of these taxes, we want you to do something. If you don't do it, we will not give you our aid or what have you, you know. So they came and took our values for us. What our people, they prayed to, what they venerated, what they revered for centuries. These Christians, they went there and brought their Jesus to our people. They say, you know what you were doing before, your forefathers, whatever they were venerating, that thing is unimportant. You have to go in the Middle East and bring a guy from a Jewish guy who died. That's a guy you should pray to. And also these people came and indoctrinated our people. And I don't blame them. But to understand, I also blame our people. It is one thing if you don't have the proper information. It's another thing when you have the proper information to continue that same practice. And so we have some of our people, they are doctors, they study theology, they know the history of Christianity or the different religions. But with all the education our people have, they continue the deification of other people's culture. They rather pray to a Muhammad, or they go to the Middle East to run beyond the people Kaaba, they beat rock, as though we do not have a rock in Africa. As though the people in Vubadi, Perokin, Degwestown, Kojayi, what do we call the place? Dwazon, San, anywhere in Liberia, we don't have rocks and stones. People will leave Liberia and go in Saudi Arabia to run around rock. And so you have this run, what Kato Wusin will call the miseducation of the Negro. We venerate other people's things, but we trash our own things. And so we have this secular organization, which we're supposed to use to take care of our people, which is called the United SARPO Association in Americas. It was established not as religious organization, humanitarian organization, although those people that are in it, they are Christian. But they are saying we are not establishing a religion organization. It's secular, so that we can put our resources together and help our people. But you see, time is very very important. But we have the tactic, we have the tendency of wasting, of misusing time. And so when we go to our meetings, the people will put prayer on the agenda. Again, this is not a religious, it's not a church. We have to separate church and secular activities. And so when we go to our meetings, the people will put prayer. And you have to understand, we are not all Christians. We are not all religious people. But you know, the people will shove their beliefs in your throat, whether you like it or not. And that is not freedom. It infuriates me, it exasperates me, it irritates me for somebody to say, whether you like it or not, you have to take my whatever I believe in. It's a disrespect to other people that do not believe in whatever you believe in. And so our members, the people, the leaders of our community, they will put prayer on the agenda. And it exasperates, it gets me angry. And then they will tell you, when they will put the agenda on the floor, do you have objection to add something to subtract? When you say, okay, let's take prayer from there, then no, we can't take it from there. Okay, then why are you asking me to make a suggestion whether I should add or subtract? If we get to the meeting, just say, okay, this is the agenda, let's go with it. But once you ask me a question, there are certain things that hold dear to me. I think it's offensive to me for somebody to say, you know, whatever I believe in, you got to take it because you are in a majority or you're in a minority. And that is the tyranny of the majority that I don't like. You have to respect my opinion in as much as you want me to respect your opinion. I find it offensive of the union for you guys to put prayer. If you want this organization to be a religious organization, let us put that in the Constitution. As a matter of fact, we just elected the leaders. A chaplain wasn't part of the leadership. It's an appointed position. It is not constitutional. And so when something is not constitutional, you want to bring your religion into it, then you are offending other people. It's not right. I'm here to speak for the people of Sino County. On the other hand, I'm also here to speak for myself. I'm the voice of Sino in the diaspora. I have my opinion, and I will accept my opinion, however uncomfortable to the other people that listen to it. I will listen to you. That's something they call tolerance. Let us be tolerant of each other's views. Let us follow what we put in place. Our Constitution, our document, it didn't say it's a God-related organization. It's a secular humanitarian organization. And so when the leaders, when they tell me, I will veto the one you say, it's what, are we on a tyranny now? Do we have a dictator that will tell people whatever you say, no, my view counts? No, that's not right. And then in order to shut you down, they say, okay, let's follow to a vote. You know you already agree on that thing. But the idea, you are all Christian, you are Muslim, whatever your religion is, but we are clear in our supreme document. The document says it's a secular organization. It's not a church. It's not a Baptist church. It's not a Pentecostal church. It's not a Lutheran church. It's not Agape, whatever church. No. It's straight United SARPO Association humanitarian entity. It's clear in your Constitution. But then we'll put prayer on the Sunday when people object to it. Then they say we veto it. I don't like that. And I will say to you, to my people, let us, if the only time maybe I will say, you know what, let's accept that. If you put something, when the people say, let's pray to our ancestors, it will make sense to me. But for you, you are in bad shape. If you expect a foreigner to come and rescue you, a dead foreigner, then the guy they call Jesus, he's a dead man, he's not an African. The person is a Jewish guy. But then the African man will say, you know, that guy, my savior. Okay, what about my father? Koyo in Fubadi. Or the other venerated elders in the other place. Why should we go and pray to other people's gods? Why a foreigner got to rescue you? Why? Have you read the history of Christianity? Does it have some good things? Yes. But the Christianity, these very religions, they didn't do well to Africa. And these are ways to keep our people down. And they will say, you know what? Pray. And while you are praying, the very people that carry the Bible to you, they are going to space. They are inventing stuff. They gave you the pacifier while you are sucking on it. The pacifier called Jesus. The pacifier called Muhammad. The pacifier called Buddha. All the things while you are sucking on it, these people are going to space. And that's why Africa is backwards, part of it. And we are here. We tell ourselves what we want to do. And we don't want to stick to it. It is offensive, and I don't like it. I'm going to say my view. And that's why I get my platform. If people don't like my view, that's fine. I'm not doing it to appease to anybody, to make anybody feel good. I'm here to say the truth. If it is written in our document, our constitution, the supreme document, when it says something is supreme, it's about everyone else, even including the president and the chairman of the board of directors. So somebody cannot tell me, say, I veto what you say. That means you are vetoing the Constitution. You are putting yourself above the Constitution when you say that. That's what it means. And so let's stick to the document we wrote. Again, when you want to do your prayer, your religion, your church thing, they put it in the Constitution. They will know that, yes, this is a religious organization. I can either volunteer to go with that or stay back. But just throw something in my throat that it is not part of our program. So the United States was, let's stick to the secular, that we will drink liquor. Because it's not a church. We drink our honey, we drink our vodka, any kind of liquor. We play our different music that have uncomfortable language. We pray because it's not a religious organization. So I'm making the call because it is overdue. Over and over and again, the people will veto my opinion. For some reason, they want to pray to Jesus 24/7. And then you have more churches in Liberia than schools. And people are still poor every day. They are suffering for food. They are calling, but they are praying to the Jesus man 24/7. It is about time to change the way we do things, people. Europe, the people where the Bible came from, the people, they are all atheistic right now. They don't believe in that. They don't pray to the Bible when they're going to space. No, they don't pray to Jesus. That people don't do it. So African people, we have, again, let us create our own God. If we want to pray to something, we shouldn't pray to a foreigner to come and rescue us. It just doesn't make sense to me. What about Kolobawi in our place? Why the rebels, our people pray to? Oh, you want to pray to the other invisible man, the thing that you don't see? There is a concept behind it, what our people do. People normally they misunderstand African people. They say, oh, they are idol worshippers. That's not true. The people don't understand African people concept of God. African people say God is ubiquitous, basically. God is, they call it, the other word for it is called pantheism. God is everything. So when you see our people praying to the river and the stake, they are not praying to that stake. The people concept of God, God manifests himself in all things. And so when they pray to that tree, they're not praying to that tree because God cannot stay in front of everybody and people are all over the place, all over the world. They didn't live in one location. So our people concept of God is God created everything and he is in everything. And so when you see our people talking to the river, they are not actually talking to the river. They are communicating to their deity through the creation of their God, whatever they believe in. But the people say, you know what, whatever you're doing wrong, we'll bring our imaginary man, and that's a man, and the man's son came and died for you. A man who kills himself, and a father who murdered his son is not a good father to worship. If you love your son, and you say, you know what, I'm an old man, but you should go and die for people, that's you got a psychological problem. That father is a psychopath. There's something wrong. And so when I look at this and they say, Jesus, God loves the world so much that he had to send his son to come so that people can torture him. And he, the father, that he's sitting down, people nailing his son. So if that man can send his son for the people to touch him, why do you think he cares for you? And he said, the man came to die for you. That vicarious punishment in there, it's just a religious abracadabra to fool people. That's why it is. Just think about it for a second. You say your oldest son, and you send your oldest son before then the people are getting cat, goat, different animals, and you say, you know what, this is not right. I will send my son so they can kill him. And then you say I should worship that father? No, he's not a good father. I'm not going to worship a father who killed his son. No. If we do it as human beings right now, they will carry to the psychiatric ward. They will put chain on you. But when the people go in the Bible instruct somebody to kill his son, then they're worshiping the son, they're putting the cross on their neck. I don't know why they can't take the grave too and put it on their neck. You know? And so this thing, we have to separate your religious activities from the United Sapota Association activities. Let's separate it. I will protest every time we go to a meeting, you put your prayer that we'll have a problem. I just want to respect, I want us to respect each other, that wasn't again be calm. But it looks like people don't respect other people's view. And we are in a different world now. The world is evolving. You can't protest against totalitarianism, and you are on the other hand doing the same thing. It is tyrannical to tell me what I believe, that what will stand. Then there is no reason why you have a group. Because if you have a group, you will have something to call diversity. People will have different opinions on things. We will not all agree. And so that's why we say, okay, we have different religions, we have different things we believe in. But let's put it in and let's go to our various churches and our various Zobush. Then when we want to do it, we'll go to the thing and go do it. But the organization we're forming, let's keep all the things away. And so let's make it straight and secular. If for human beings who are not religious and stuff, even though we are religious people, but when we come here, we're not bringing our religious ideas here. Because when we bring all our things in here, we all don't believe the same thing, we don't agree. But yet, our people, our leaders, somebody will tell me on the teleconference, I will veto what you say. That one part will veto it. By virtue of what are you vetoing my view? Because by virtue of your title as president or board of director or whatever your title is, let's put it into a document and write it down. Me, I'm a former man. If you write it down, if I don't agree with it, I will protest against it. But at least there it's written, we all agree on it already. We all agree on it already. And so I'm making the call. We have to revisit some of the things we do. We can't say one thing is wrong. We can't say green is wrong on the other side, or the other person is wrong, and then we are doing another wrong thing. We have to be consistent everywhere. We have to be consistent. You have your whole day to go pray to your God. Every Sunday, you can go to your church and pray all day if you want to. You can even establish another day and do your fast and prayer. But when we come to our organization activities, leave your religious activity out. It's not fair to other people. It's not fair to Dark Sayapota specifically. Other people will be ashamed. But I don't believe in the God that you believe in. And so when you told me in your organization you don't have a chaplain, which means no prayer business. But now you are telling me when we go to meeting, we'll put prayer. What can we do? Welcome remarks and go to the next thing. You have to go pray for it. What does that add to the meeting? It's just a way to waste time. Let us use our time wisely. When you go to your job here in America and when you go to your job meeting, you see the people put prayer there? No. Because they know this is not a church. But what people, they will mess everything up. And for fear, other people will not say, but me, Dark Sayapota, the esoteric, I am the iconoclast. The thing that you don't want to touch, I will touch them. I will speak against them. If you want to call me, well, me, Christian, this one. But that's what we call the French philosopher told us. René Descartes, he said, cogito ergo sum. I think, therefore I exist. You are a thinking being. Just think. Don't take another man's idea and run with it. Challenge it. Give me reasons why. I saw this video the other day on Facebook. This lady, I think, and a man, she said, oh, you owe me 2,500. And then you owe me another 2,500. So, and they say, okay, I'll add it up. How much you say? They say, okay, let's do the math. So the woman say 0 plus 0, 0. 0 plus 0, 0. 5 plus 5, 10. So she put the whole 10 down and said 4 plus 4 or 2 plus 2 are 4. So it's a woman say, you owe me for the 1,000. And the man said, no, 2,500 plus 2,500 is 5,000. So there was a debate over right there. So why is it 2,500 plus 2,500 equals 5,000 and it's not for the 1,000? So you have, let's make a debate. Whoever has a better argument, better explanation for what you do, then we'll go away. But it's not because that's why your church, you do in your church, or that's what everybody does, so it's right. No. The philosophy majority are almost always wrong. If you look the world over, the people in the majority are almost always wrong. You see, people that are in a minority, they are always, or should I say, nearly always right. So if you take, for example, Dr. King, he was in a minority, but his position was right. The people were suppressing the other people and said that wasn't right. And he protests, or he protested against that. Thomas Sankara and those guys, they said what the colonial masters were doing to Burkina Faso or other country, African country, they were wrong. And so they protested. Gandhi, the same thing with the British Empire, were suppressing the people at Gandhi, agitated against them. We can go on and on. So a lot of time, majoritarianism is not rational. It's just about emotions to accept, just use their emotions to put it through. They don't think it through properly. And so that thing, some of these things true. Again, I'm not taking anybody's religion from you. When you go to your church, you pray to your God. I have no problem. You go to your house, you do your thing, no problem. But when we have an organization and you tell me it's a humanitarian organization, it's a secular entity, and you want to put prayer on the agenda, I will not agree. We'll have a problem. I will expect you to say opening remark, statement, whatever you want to call it, we'll go with the next thing. And so that's something I want to talk about because it been on my chest for a while. And I had to let it out. I can't keep it. You know, a lot of people keep thinking and say, I don't want what the people are doing is wrong. And you don't want to air your view. State your view, whether the people agree or not. Again, just think about it. Think about your country, Liberia, 1847. The people that came over there, they are so-called Christians. See your country. See how Liberia looks. See Liberia. And compare that with, say, for example, Singapore. They don't pray to Jesus. No. Singapore got independence, in the 60s, and you got yours 1847, and you say you consider yourself a Christian nation. And see your condition. Christianity is not helping you. Your religion is not doing anything for your people. All you have to do is you need good leaders. But these leaders, they say they are Christian and they are bad, terrible people. But every day now they say they pray for forgiving their God, and people are suffering in the country, and this God is listening to them. And so it's time for us to rethink these things. It's a time for us to set our own agenda. Read about Rwanda. The guys are doing something different. You see, Rwandan government structure is different. The guys are doing everything different. So we have to start thinking. We've been plagiarizing for too long. We copy all the people thing and we'll just run with it. How is it that you get PhD and then you just taking another man idea over and run away and you don't see that something is wrong with that? Why? You pray to Jesus all day. You pray to whatever they call it, Yahweh. You pray to the thing. What is wrong with your own thing? You can't create your own thing to pray to. And so something, I find issue, I got problem with these things. They waste our time. It's a waste of time. Every time you waste, you have been doing something different with it. All right. And so that's something I wanted to talk about. Let proceed. Let me see, before I go to the last one here. We are looking for our money. We are not looking for that right now. But enjoy yourself with that. Okay, man, I just say this is the soul. I'm not just going to wait for it to talk about the money and money and money. There are other things that are involved. You need to open traditional prayer so we can pray to Ome, Kojo, Kolo, etc. I would rather, because that will appeal to me. It represents me. But when you go to our various churches here, the goddamn Caucasian on the wall, I mean, they say, how is it that you and the person not even get the same complexion, but your God, that the man cares for you? I mean, this don't make sense to me. That you been there. Okay. Whatever, man, you will pray about the. You see, it's funny, but it's not. It's funny, but it's not. It's real. We jump on this thing, and people waste their time. And they will be in that church, somebody hungry, and they say, bring offering. How is it that you're hungry and they say, can't tell the person to bring offering? They just do this to exploit people. Religion is another BM scheme. I mean, I'm not saying they don't do good things. I'm not saying that. But a lot of things wrong with it. I go to your library over there, I see your speaker, God, the religious people on the wall, Jesus on the other side. I said, damn it, library finish. Because when we kept put ourselves on the wall, and we had to go put flooring on the wall for you to kind of to look over you, to be protecting you, you finish. Because when you need help from foreigner to come rescue you, Dr. Famula was right when he said the African people are their own liberators. Anywhere, the people themselves, the freedom, they don't call other people to free. I mean, you can call somebody to help you, but to say that the person should come and free you, you have to pray to that thing. Different people go to come and free you from whatever situation you're in. You yourself got to free yourself. And not anybody else. Read your Bible. That God in the Bible is not a good God. They say Satan is the bad man in the Bible. But see, look at, if you get down, just look at the history of the two characters in the Bible. God will drowning. He will tell people to take the other people's land and all the things. Trouble God. But I don't want the people that praying to. And you come from Liberia, you come on. Where everybody? You don't pray to Kojo. You don't pray to Kowulo. You don't pray to Tamie. Then you pray to somebody from Middle East. Something is wrong. Something is wrong. We have to come back to ourselves. Sankofa. The Ghana people get out saying, say Sankofa. Return to your root. And then when you read, even though Socrates and those guys, then they went to Africa, they plagiarized our thing. So when you look at, like, I think it was the Academy of somewhere, they got the line, know thyself. You have to know yourself first. Know yourself. Who are you? Why do you seek consolation in other people? Why do you have to pray to other people's team? That nothing get power more than your own team. Why? It's psychological suppression. Somebody has inculcated you. Somebody has indoctrinated you and say, what? My team is better than your team. And so you go with that. What about your team? What is wrong with my Kowulo? What is wrong with Temie? Oh, you are Temie. Oh, that's me. That's my battle cry. It means something to me. I relate to that then to tell me somebody from Palestine, somebody from Jerusalem, he came to save me. No, that man didn't come for you. It is clear in the Bible that Jesus is the son, the Messiah of the Jewish people. You are not Jewish man, but you pray to the thing all day. People will leave their horses and go pray all day. I said, damn it, we're in it here forever. We're stuck inside. We are stuck. We're stuck. That's what they call programming. We are being programmed to do certain things. Somebody now program us. You know, when you program the computer, the command, when you issue that command, right now the program the thing, when you hit A, that A will come on the screen. So the people program us to say, Jara should pray to Jesus. And Jara, whole day you go on knee and praying and praying and praying. Then you say, faith without work is dead. Okay, just work and don't pray and see why you will not get a result. Just leave prayer aside and work. Go to work. You get your trucking business and go do your work. You will not, what is your tea at the end of the day, you will not get your check. So this thing, they just do it to waste your time. But anyway, let's move to something else, something that I want to talk about before I let you go for the day. This is what I call, what can the USAA learn from NBCCA? Okay? What can the USAA learn from NBCCA? Okay? So USAA or Usaa is the United SARPO Association in Americas. And then NBCCA is the National Bombing County Association in the Americas. And so this weekend, during my mother's 65th birthday, I wanted to cover the whole program because I want to see how other people do things, to learn from them. to compare and contrast. Maybe I can get something. So Jerry called and said, "Oh man, I want you to cover someone." I said, "That's a good opportunity. I'll go there." While doing the recording and learning something from the people too. And so, I made some time. I went to the Bowman County Association convention, and luckily I had a program in the same building. I had my mother 65th birth celebration. And so I learned something from NBCCA, from the Bowman County Association in Americas. I learned something for them. And so at least I learned something. I wanted to see what can we as a body, the United SARPO Association, what can we learn from these people? Do they have their own challenges? Yes, they do. They have some issues. But what I heard from the president of the outgoing president, Murthy, I don't think that guy would just come public and lie to the people and put his own reputation on the record like that. What I heard from the guy, whatever differences they have to put it aside and focus on what they are doing. They are doing something right. And I hope that the United SARPO Association, under the MYER'S Money Administration, will mimic these people's example. What can we learn from Bowman County now? Before I go to that, I want us to listen to the president. All right? I want to listen to the report. Because, like when we go to convention, right? And then the president got to give a report what he has been doing. For 2 years, they both come and get a report. 2 years. When we go to our own year, what Green Coach Gio talking about, when I used to play soccer, I used to do this. Can't hear what they are talking. I listen, I said, the people don't get something going on here. Whatever little misunderstanding you have, you better settle here and do what you're doing. You're doing great. You are doing great. And I hope my people will replicate what the Bowman County Association in America, the members are doing. Hopefully we'll do that. We'll replicate their example. Excellent. They got excellent things that they are doing. And we hear somebody is just talking about going to Liberia and dancing. I'm like, what? It's a need to change green, and we're changing. I'm happy that we change green deal. Because with the resources that we have, Murphy King, again, I'm not into the politics, but what I focus on is what he said, what he delivered to the people. All right? And that's what I'm focusing on. They got their own politics, they got their own thing going on in there. Okay, I don't understand all of that, but what he said is what I think it got substance. It got something good in it that we can take and mimic and replicate. And that's my goal here. So what can we learn from NBCCA? Let me go to the president's speech here.
NBCCA had no structural leadership anywhere but then. Today, we have come to you to present our leadership accomplishment over the 2 years, even though we're mandated for 1 year. Today, NBCCA can boast of over 500 members and affiliates, over 1,000 affiliates across the U.S. And we are proud. My hope and prayer is that the next administration will go beyond where we stop. As National President, I have the distinguished honor to inform this noble assembly that our leadership deliver beyond our mandate. So I'm about to narrate some of the things we achieved within the 2 years, even though COVID kept raging.
2 years. 2 years.
Our wonderful people. We created 6 chapters on our mandate. We created 6 chapters. We expanded the organization.
Okay. So you're hearing the first thing he said over there. They created 6 chapters. Okay. 6 chapters. They created on his watch. 6 chapters. Green Code Geo, the North Dakota chapter was created essentially under the watch of Obaku. Green Belt beating his chest, one chapter. But in 2 years, the brother created 6. All right? 6 chapters under his watch. They are doing something right. Great York got 3 years. Okay? He hasn't created, the Iowa chapter was created under his watch. 3 years. We don't want to make a boast up. But 2 years, Murphy created 6 chapters in the Palm County Association. Okay? That's what we call progress. That's what we call somebody is working. The man is sitting down, one chapter, and people start, then you beating your chest. One baby was born under my watch. I said, Tammy Green is backwards. Now listen to the brother.
We reach out to influential young people, inspire them. And today I have few of my chapter president, and I would love to call some of them to just wave to the group and say thank you in this public manner for their role play. Firstly, I want to reach out to New England chapter president for Excellency, Nema Guerrero. I want to reach out to the DMV chapter president for Excellency, Nema Como. I want to say congratulations to the Minnesota chapter president, my own brother Abraham Dolly. The Delaware chapter president is not here. In New Jersey, coordinator is not here. Pennsylvania president is not here. And on our mandate, we reach out to 2 district organizations. One is the Great Uniclan. Let's talk about Uniclan, man. And the Uniclan president is not here, but I think the Secretary General is. Very instrumental in supporting our leadership, supporting us at every level. Uncle Morde, you have my salute. And we have our distinguished swim maker president, our own Jatu Kar. You are welcome and thank you for coming. Now we see what the camera goes. Now, after reconsolidating and putting our membership into order, we reached out to the 2 districts. We were successful in bringing Swimmaker on board, and Uniclan has always had our back. That was good. We decided to venture into other different activities in Bomi. When the people of Bomi realized that our sons and daughters, brothers and sisters in the U.S. had gathered together under one umbrella to work, they decided to reach to us whenever there were issues that they needed our intervention. And we were successful in intervening in a lot of projects under the 2 years. The 2 years under review. On the projects and donation projects, as a newly revamped organization, our leadership was called upon many times to assist our people back home in different capacities. Medical emergencies, the government hospital, the sporting activities, women empowerment projects across Bomi. An obligation that we fulfilled to exfoliate as a people. So this body was able to accomplish things that supporting the hospital, supporting the sporting activities in Bomi, supporting education, and empowering our Bomi women back home in the interiors. We first took over in like 2 weeks, the Liberian Government Hospital. So the hospital in Bomi, the only referral hospital in Bomi, is to be the only referral hospital in our region, which is called, I don't know what they call it, Liberian Government Hospital. It's the old LMC hospital there, the LGH, or it's called the Liberian Government Hospital. That hospital, after we took over Deacon, you remember, it was like 2 weeks when a pregnant woman gave birth right in front of CHUA, and the hospital facility, they had no electricity, they were rationing current. As people of comment, seeing such thing in the newspaper, what can we do? What we did was we put on the board and were able to support the hospital at that moment because we came together. At the essence of unison and at the essence of being together, we were able to provide 1,200 to provide fuel for the smooth operation of the generator for 2 weeks so that government could help mitigate the problem. At the same time, the bombing radio, I was in the done. At the same time, the bombing radio, the only community radio in bombing, was shut down because they could not support the radio capacity to provide information dissemination to our people across the country. As an administration, again, we felt that it was important for us to invest in that process to help our people get more information. What did we do? We provided over 2 drum of fuel for the hospital at the same time when we took over in the first 2 months. And in 4 months after, the nurses in Bomi decided to stay home because the government of Liberia could not afford to cater to their salary arrears. The government had owed them for over 2-3 years, and they said, well, no need to be working here. So everyone decided to go in the private sector.
Please listen to the brother. Listen, he come and list a lot of things. Just listen.
It was necessary for us to inspire our people. And what we believe in is that public service is honorable. Public service is very decent. And we decided to encourage our people. All right. There is no pay for public service. Some of the things we go through are public servants. There is no pay for it. The reward is not work and the sacrifice we do. So we decided to call on our nurses on the Women USA hour that many of us in this room, some of the leaders have participated on. We call on the nurses, please, for God in heaven's sake, cater to our people. As an association, we will find something for you. What we did, we provided rights for 24 public medical centers in Bomi. That project was done by my son team.
All right, I'll be right there.
In Bomi, and it was done very well. So 24 public health facilities across Bomi, from South America, coming down the road, coming down the district. We provided food for all the public facilities. The records are there. The photos and all the pictures are there. We did not stop there. COVID came. While we're planning for our convention, COVID came as an impediment, an obstacle to our own process. But as a people, the board decided to immediately, because we could not convene anymore, the board decided to extend our tenure. And we met generally in our normal meetings. We talked about it, and we decided to move forward and wait for COVID to subside. So preferably, we can come together as brothers and sisters after being far from one another for months and years. We can come together instead of doing online Zoom and whatever. So we decided to launch a project. I remember while I was from work one morning, I called the assembler. COVID is raging here in the US. We know that. We are in the US. But back home, when the government shut down the entire country because there was no food, because of COVID, we felt that we should do something with the obligation as citizens of Bomi. What did we do? Our administration decided to reach out to the same membership. We reached out to membership, and each and every one of you who have been supporting this organization provided $6,000 to provide food for our people. And I can respectfully submit to you, my dear General Assembly, that 48 towns benefited from that food in Bomi County. And the good thing is, from the perspective of the National Bomi County Association, we don't discriminate. There is no one town different from this town. And one good thing is, all through what the former chairman, and thank you for that committee is here. One day, my town, all benefited. So there is no discrimination from the, as national, we're still giving Suemeka, we'll give Suemeka. As national, Dowen, Clay, and just like that. We don't go to our personal town. Here in Digon town, no benefited. Personal, Clay town. They go like that. I said, our people, we got to sell the other people. All right, so we are pleased to submit that for the 8 towns and villages in Bomi benefited from that. We never stopped there. I want to say thank you for that process because all of you were sitting home. Myself, I was home because of COVID, but we still chipped in. And people gracefully chipped in for God's sake. I'm so excited. I'm leaving this position with my head high up in the air because the Bomi people really supported me. And I'm so pleased that I was supported. I tell people that the Bomi people are the most easiest people to deal with. True. I say this every day. We can pause here, but when we get out there, we still move. We are easy to deal with, easy to lead. All you need to do is to lead by example. And when you do that, they will follow. And we encourage the new leadership to do the same thing. Quickly, let me run through. There was a storm in Gaia Hills. I was in Liberia, but then the chairman of the board called on me. He's the president. Our people really need help. And as an organization, we made the highest donation in that particular process. And the people of Gaia Hill, they still do remember what their sons, brothers, and sisters did for them. Thank you so much for that. In all the sporting activities in Bomi, normally sport is competition. Our organization supported from the day we started in 2 years. We supported the first county meet. We gave 500 for the first game. The second game, we gave another 500. We did not stop there. The last county meet, Bomians, in fact, in the U.S. really made me proud. I started in Liberia. The team here raised over $2,400 to send for our team. When politicians in Bomi, right after the election, no one could help anymore because they had no interest in the country. This association took our players from Bomi to SINOE. We all people who know Liberia, the landscape, you know what it is to take people from Bomi to another region to SINOE with all the different impediments on the road and what have you. At one point in time, Deacon was in a prayer and put people in come and say, Wendy, what if that kingdom capsized? We have people, children in kingdom going to represent our country. And it was because of what we did here. Our being together, we should never underestimate our gallery, no matter what our differences are. So I want to say thank you. Again and again, our leadership accounted to us. We submitted our second financial report. Unfortunately, today our treasurer is not here due to bereavement. 2 of our brothers died. He was just in Liberia 5 days ago, for 5 days in Atlanta. And on the funeral today, Usaa is not here. We have the financial report.
All right, it's just something I wanted to share with you. I mean, just to again, all the stuff they are on my YouTube page. You can listen. You can go listen to the full thing. But I just wanted to highlight some of the things the brother did. He reported to the people what his administration did in 2 years as president. Okay. Again, I am not here. I mean, to go into their politics and all those things, but I'm listening to the report that the guy made to the people. And so, if you are just joining me, this is the voice of SINOE Esoteric. Now, he said again, number one, achievements, right? In 2 years, they created 6 chapters. Number 2, he said they reached out to influential young people or inspire them. Okay? Leadership is also about inspiration. The people, you inspire people to follow you. What if you are doing something right? It inspires people to follow, to mimic you. So the guy use their influence. They reach out to young people, influential young people. They reach out to 2 district organizations, and they got on the board. The president also said, ladies and gentlemen, reported to his General Assembly, the donation and projects, right? He said they help during medical emergencies, okay? Sporting activities, women empowerment, that is very crucial to me. women empowerment. They are doing something to empower their women. They intervene when there is a medical emergency. They don't sit back. They don't go over there to go dance, okay, like our president does. They did projects across bombing, and they provided education to their people. They provided 1,200 to support the hospital. Okay, that's something they did. We cannot put medical supplies in a hospital that the people build for us. But our president said, "I'm building nurses' quarter. I'm building Palava huts all over the place." Missed priorities. Okay, so the president also reported to his people. Bombing radio station, they also supported because the radio station was shut down, and they gave support to the radio station. It is under the administration of Francis Clark Myers that a radio station will be benefiting from the USAA pretty soon. All right? We are not going to support all radio stations inside the county. We will support Voice of SINOE for sure. We will support Voice of Johnson. We will support Buto radio station. But we are not going to support Radio Kigali, the radio station for Tiaji, where he uses that station to devour people. So when the USAA sends money to radio, we call it Radio Liberty, but it's the opposite of that. Radio Chaos to divide the people. So Radio Chaos, which is owned by Tiaji, the tribal station, where they pull the tribes apart, we are not going to support it. I'm not going to be here for the administration of Francis Clark Myers to send a dime to Tiaji station, where he stole our county money and built a private radio station just to pull our people apart. So Radio Buddha will benefit for sure because it's in the interest of the people. It's not political. Radio Johnson, the Voice of Johnson will benefit. Voice of SINOE will benefit. Okay. Murphy, the president of Bombay County, reported, okay, to the people. They provided 2 drums of fuel, right? Because no power. They provided food for over 24 medical centers in Bombay. They provided what? 24, they supported food. They supply food. 24 medical centers in Bombay County. That's something that is admirable. The president of the United Support Association in Americas, Green Gidio, the man was giving 10,000. This guy right here, he was giving 10,000 to feed people. And he did not give the money to the people. 10,000. They said, yeah, it's the money they approved it. He requested 7,000. And the boss said, you know what, we'll increase it, we'll add additional $3,000 there. They gave it to the man. The man went to the boy and said, you prepare, you give me you cook the food, you go and dish it up, and then everything, then the guy refused. The boss said, okay, we'll finish playing our power, we'll give you the money if you don't give it to the people. Up to now, Green Coach did not send a dime to the people in the middle of the virus. And this brother is telling me, Murphy is telling me, they supported the supply of food for over 24 medical centers in Bombay County. That brother got my respect. Now go Green Coach Dio. Murphy, whether Murphy has an issue or not, he did something right. The guy reported, the president of Bombay County or the former president reported to the people. They said the board extended their term, right? The board, there was no fighting because of COVID, and so they extended their term. All right, they extended, no fighting. Green Court Rio term was over. The guy said, you know what, I'm still the president. Even though the boss said, okay, my man, we'll work a deal with you. Same because the COVID wasn't your problem. It wasn't anybody's fault. We can work something out. Green said, you know what, I'm not listening to you guys. I'm doing my own thing. I'm the supreme man. So Bombay County, the board of directors, they extended the guard time. This is what we call unity. The people working together. The guy understands that the board is above him. But in our organization, the guy said, you know what? I'm above everybody. I'm the president, and I'm the board chair. I'm everything. I will do everything wrong. because I'm bringing revolution or chaos. That's why he brought, to divide the people. I have come to bring the hurricane of confusion. The lion of destruction is here. I will divide the people. Whether the elders intervene or not, I don't care for them. And Murphy, I was standing for that brother. I said, I wish I could get a brother or Hawk. Great job. That's why the people put in power for. Seek the interest of the people. And that's what Murphy did. He said because of COVID, they decided to do something, right? So they raised over $6,000, all right? Besides giving $2,000 to other people, besides supplying over 24 medical centers, they said that COVID, they generated over $6,000 and they provided food to their people. Oh, the United SARPO Association in Americas, we gave our president, Green Code Gio, $10,000 to feed our people, and he said, no, I'm not doing it. Up to now, the people did not get something from our people, from Green. Nothing. And people are celebrating him. Murphy was telling me we generated over 6,000 and we fed our people. Yes, that's what you do. Look after the people. The man said that they supply over 48 towns. They benefited from the food supply they gave. Over 48 towns. How many towns benefited from the 10,000 we get Green Code Geo? Zilch. Zero. Nil. Nada. Zero. Oh, that was Green. Green did not give our people anything. But then the people, they celebrating Green. 48 towns. Do we have 48 towns in the SARPO belt? No, I don't think so. 48 towns benefited from Bombing County. I want to say kudos to the members of the Bombing County Association in Americas. I call on you again. Please, whatever differences you have, please settle it. And do not divide your organization. I heard some information in a hall that was disturbing. I don't want you guys to go that route. Do what you are doing. In fact, improve on what you are doing. Because my goal again is, my goal here is for, my interest is not in SINOE alone, it's not in Bombing, it's not in Granjina, it's in Liberia. Or if you want to expand the scope, it's Africa. So when the people of Bombing are doing well, Liberia is doing well. When the people of Lofa are doing well, Liberia is doing well. And that's what I want us to do. So whatever disagreement you have, I call on you to settle that and cater to your people what you are doing. Wonderful job. I love hearing what I heard from the president, the report. He said we didn't discriminate, all right? Green Grio is the biggest discriminator in our union, the guy discriminating. They say, you know what, single people, you are not getting palava hot. I obey the horse in my town first. I will take care of myself first before anybody else. The chairman of the board, she said the town I'm from, and Green Code Geo administration. She said, oh, the town I'm from first, I obey my own horse first. So so the woman, the guy did something right. But in the case of our president, he said, you know what? Let's build my horse for in Pine Town. And let's go to my bull chair. Let's go to a town and build our own house first. But Murphy, the president of the Bombing County Association, is saying, no. He said, as a matter of fact, in my town, the people didn't get anything. Because I don't want the people to say, oh, the men feeding your people first. So they support the other town, even though I don't agree with him. The town, your people in the town too, they need help. So you got to cater people to the people. The way you carrying it around, let it go around, let the people benefit too. You know, that's a good thing. The guy say, you know, I'm not prioritizing my town first. So whatever agreement will come out with, we'll serve that region first. All right. But it's a different case in the case of Green. Green taking on a project in his own town, a bowl chair, they're building houses in their own places. They say for the people. Yeah, he said we don't go to our personal towns. No, they didn't do that. There is the opposite of Green Code Geo. Over the years, we ran this association on projects. He said they ran the organization on projects. Compare that to the USAA. Green has been running the organization on corruption, on confusion, and the list goes on. By corruption, here is an example. The man went in our account and took $50,000. Then he went by this next time $40,000. In 2 days, he took $90,000. No, this is not project. This is what they call stealing. It's not project. But Murphy said he ran the Bombing County Association for 2 years on projects, and now on confusion, and now on stealing. Green Coach Rio will go and say, don't take money. He say, no, I will take the money. $2,500. You put it in your pocket. He will go there and take some again. When they say, oh, no, he will write a voucher for money to go to Labrador to dance, and the boy will say, no, don't take. He said, no. No, this one at $2,000 right here. They say, okay, we send a board representative to Labrador, take $2,500 from my account and give it to her. Green said, no, I'm not getting that money to College Jebele. She doesn't deserve it. He took the money and ate the money. That Green record. He went there. Yes, it's $7,236.28. The board said, no. Right now, we have some issues outstanding. Let's settle the issue first, so we are now approving your budget. The man said, okay, who you talking to? He went there and took the $7,000. Green was running our organization on corruption, confusion, division. $90,000. Think about it. When you add the 2,000 to the 90,000, the 7,600, it's going up, right? You add this one here, 2,000, all right? You add the other one, 2,500. That's a lot of money. The guy was running our organization on confusion, on corruption. I mean, you can go and list the last. But Murphy is saying the president, the outgoing president of Bombing County Association, ran the association on projects. And he gave you tangible things that you are doing. Let me go on. The way he said. He said, also said, there was a storm. They had a storm in one of those districts, right? And as members of the organization, they did something about it. They didn't say back. They didn't say, you know what, take 10,000, but I will not send it. No. The storm came and blew some town, villages, and the people building down. And the president of Bombing County, he said, no, we got to help. And they did something for their people. He went to sporting activities. He said the first time they sent $500 to their soccer team. When the last time Green Coach you sent $10 to our soccer team in SINOE? No, not Green. He wants to go to Liberia and dance. That's all important to that guy. To go and sleep in 5-star hotel. You will tell, oh, I went to Liberia, Golden Key. I slept there. The woman said we struck a deal. But I will not tell you guys what the deal is. You took our money, you went to Liberia, and you struck a deal, and you can't report that to her what the deal is. So you see, Murphy is totally different from Green. Green is terrible. So he said the first time we sent $500 to our soccer team to support them. Then the second time we sent another $500. Right? Then they raised $2,500 to support their team when they were going to SINOE. The guy in the canoe and the canoe and the people were even worried, oh, what if something happens? And the people supported our team. Okay. They transported the players to SINOE, okay, from Bombing to SINOE. The guy said something here also. Something he said when you go through the speech, this was it was instructive to me when he said that. He said that the women they put together, the members of the organization, the women put together, and under his administration, they assisted over 200 disabled people in Bombing. Over 200 disabled people in Bombing. That was admirable. That was noble. That was thoughtful. When the last time you heard Green talking about disabled people in SINOE County? When? In Labrador, the other people beside the disabled community, the other people, they were calling these derogatory names. The crazy people. When last you heard Green talk about our brothers and sisters who, for whatever reason, they are not so-called normal like us? When the last time the guy talks about our population? No. But the guy is talking about the assisting the disabled people. In Labrador, they call them crippled people. Okay? They are doing something right. Tell me, when the last time you hear your president Green Video talk about disabled people in Liberia? When the last time you heard him talking about the people that have intellectual disability? When? He can't talk about those things. All he wants presidential allowance. When Green wants to go to Madam Johnson house, I want presidential allowance. He wants to go to Mr. Elder Boyce's house, presidential allowance. If he wants to go to Samuel Shepherd's house, presidential allowance. Everything must be. You will come and stand up for a lady, Barara Gio. You are one yourself a 5-star hotel to the next convention. All he talks about. He does. It's about his own comfort. Okay? It's called ethical hedonism. It's about him. It's pleasure about him to feel good that the president will get. But the Bombay County president, the outgoing president, he's doing something right. All right? 200 disabled people, he catered to them. And he said something also when you listen to the video. I took note of it. He said, I went to Liberia not on the organization money. That's what he said. I went to Liberia not on the organization money. When the last time Green went to Liberia without using our money? Even if Green wants to go to Liberia and the people say, don't take our money, the mail will still go and take the money. It's a different thing altogether. So Murphy is doing, he did something right. And he got my respect. Again, they got the politics, they got things going on in the midst, and people saying other things about him. But the report he gave, that's a very good report. And I love that. And so because of that, I want to again call on the members of the Bombay County Association, NBCAA, to maintain your organization. Please. Because when you are together here, you will do more for your people. And when you do more for Bombay, it helps to reduce poverty. It helps to reduce the illiteracy rate in the country. You are into education and those things. Please, you bring your organization together and help our people in Liberia. Because the government, the guys in government, they only think about themselves. That's all they want to do. Put the money in their pocket and build their mansions all over the place and travel out of the country and send their children out of the country. And the people in the rural areas, 90% of the population out of Monrovia, and they don't see what is going on, what the government is doing. And so you are feeling, you are taking care of medical facility in times of emergency, storm, you're helping people. You are feeling people in the middle of COVID-19 over 48 towns. And all they are thinking about it on this side, SINOE County Association, I don't know what they're doing over there. I don't know the SARPO Association, we have the money, but the president now, the new administration came, it emptied the whole account. So we can do something for our people. Yes, I'll be going to more of these functions to see what other people are doing for the people. Where we are fixated on fighting here every day on palaver. Like brother say palaver. We make it palaver whole day. We're cursing each other. And people are doing something for the people. We gave Green Grio, this guy, 12 students to get scholarship. He did not get the scholarship to the people. Now how horrible the guy is. 12. The man went, as a matter of fact, he reduced the 12 to 6. That report he said to the board. Tuition per student. He put all these things there. We approved 12. And the man said 6. And the board asking what happened to the other 6. He got angry. He abandoned the whole thing. Yes. He abandoned the whole program. Over 3, 4 years, 5, whatever years in being power now. One student did not get scholarship in our place. It's all about him. When you go in there, you will send 12,000 budget so you can go to Labrador and dance. When the board reduces it, when they say, we can only get 3,000, then you support our get on Facebook and start causing people. People are hungry, people are sick in our county, and somebody wants $12,000 to go sleep in 5-star hotel in Liberia. Where you can sleep in America. When they get scholarship, you will eat the money. You will not get anybody scholarship. Then you divide the organization on top of it. Terrible guy. Anyway, I'm out for the day. You know what I'm saying? Bombay County, they are doing something right. I will reach out to the officials. I will give my little advice to the leadership and the stakeholders in the organization. I will beg them. I don't believe in God, but I will beg them in the name of logic, in the name of rationality, in the name of common sense to keep your organization together. They should not follow the footsteps of Green Code Grio that met a united organization and divided it. And he feels okay with that. For over how many years now, the people don't get nothing by home Green. They are negotiating with the guy 24/7. He doesn't want to listen to anybody. It's about him. So now it took a time over. They elected a new leader, this lady right here. They want to over the message. I don't want the woman to do anything for the people. So I will take all the money from the account and went and looted the account. Took all the money from there. Now they're negotiating with you. I don't know what he ate the money, what he did with the money. $90,000. The evidence right there. So guys, I'm out for the day. Have a wonderful day. I will talk to you again. That being said, let's copy what the Bombay County. I think we can learn something from it, right? Because it's a question: what can the USA learn from NBCCA, right? And hopefully we'll learn something from what the people did, and they are doing something right. And I don't have the time. The new president, so you can hear whatever he's saying as well. Musa Willie and stuff like that. People are talking about improving our people's lives, and people here they're on Facebook, they're dancing. I said, what? Many people will think. What? You eat a burger, you eat tabbouleh, you eat all the food, and your brother and sister are hungry in Liberia. But you're on Facebook, you're dancing whole day. You're having party, green over there, you're just dancing. It deprive people stuff in Liberia, but you're dancing in America. Somebody, they were telling me, oh, the people on Facebook are dancing. But that's what Green is good for. Green is all about dancing and dancing. That dancing president. Green is now the dancing president for the SARPO people. He just dances. He dances all day. That's what he wants. It's about pleasure. It's ethical hedonism. Okay, pleasure seeking. That's what Green is about. Nothing else. All right. So that being said, let's copy something for the Bombay County Association. They are Sablende. Let's change the way we do things. Have a good night. Sablende. Yeah, we are family members. We are not here to fight. Now, what you're saying? We are in a strange land. Let us unite and take care of our people back home. Have a wonderful day, and let us learn something from the Bombay County Association in Americas. Reverend Jackson Camo said, teachable lesson from the Bombay Association leadership in the USA. Great. At least somebody level-headed said something, learned something from the people. I mean, I learned something as well. I don't know about Evangelist Jane KARLOR, from Washington State, okay? Hopefully they learn something from it. They are not to hold on to our money while people are suffering. And then they having fun over there. I won't bow. All right, guys, have a good night. I'll talk to you again.